Bell's Canyon, written by John B. Allen, illustrated by Andrea Moody. Matt was a 25-year-old Wall Street banker. His job was demanding, hectic. Manhattan even more so, the city that never sleeps. In the rare times when he had the opportunity, Matt liked to trade the skyscrapers and concrete for trees and earth. Despite living in one of the biggest cities in the world, Matt was actually a very competent outdoorsman. In 2016, he decided to clear his head in the shadow of Mount Rainier. He'll always remember it as the vacation he wished he could forget. For this trip, Matt planned to stay far from any trail deep in the backcountry. No set route, only a map, a compass, and his skills to guide him. After the first full day of hiking, the safety of his car is far behind. His cell phone is way beyond the comforting blanket of reception. He finds a nice clearing in the trees and sets up his campsite. The peaceful sleep of nature sets in. Several hours later, Matt is awakened by strange noises. It sounds like animals, or maybe one animal. After a while listening to the constant sound, he takes a look. What he sees shocks him. Who was that man? Where did he come from? How long was he sitting there? What did he want? After a restless night of little sleep, the morning sun comes up. With it comes relief. Matt tells himself it was just some guy who happened to set up his campsite nearby. Strange? Definitely. But stranger things have happened. Nothing to worry about, right? Over the next 2 days, Matt covered as much as 15 miles in the forest. He hiked in random zigzag directions, explored where his spirit led him. Eventually he found another clearing and set up a new campsite. That night, as he's eating near his fire, he hears rustling behind him. Convinced it must be an animal, he turns to look, but nothing is there. He hears the sound again. Something is moving around behind him. Matt stands motionless, listening.
Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?
Matt can't see who the voice came from. All he knows is spent 2 days hiking in random directions for 15 miles, and he was followed. Matt answers, saying he doesn't know where Bell's Canyon is. He hopes whoever asks just goes away.
Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?
Matt realizes this is not a friendly hiker looking for directions. Something is wrong. He has to take control of the situation. Matt is too scared to raise his flashlight again. He knows it's the same man who was outside his tent 2 nights ago. This man has been following him for 2 days. Minutes pass. Matt hears no movement. Total silence. He is absolutely terrified.
Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?
The man runs into the dark. Matt chases him, but he is already long gone. Vanished deep into the trees. Matt has no cell phone service. He's at least 3 days from his car. No one knows where he is because he didn't chart a course. The next morning, Matt packed up his campsite. He began practically running in the direction of his car. All day he looks back, expecting to see the man who had stalked him across miles and days. He can't shake the feeling he's being stalked still, watched. By sundown, he's physically and mentally exhausted. He has not choice but to sleep. Sleep. In the middle of the night, Matt wakes up. Footsteps pace outside his tent. The footsteps circle his campsite, over and over, for hours and hours and hours. The next morning, Matt runs. He knows he isn't alone. It doesn't matter how far he goes. It doesn't matter how fast. Somewhere out there in the forest, the man is lurking. Darkness fell, but Matt was still too far from his car. He was forced to set up his tent one last night. He waits for any sign of his tormentor. A footfall, a whispered breath, but the man doesn't arrive. Matt tells himself it's over. Maybe the man has finally left him alone. He closed his eyes to sleep. Finally sleep.
Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?
He's back, crisscrossing the campsite, over and over and over again, all through the night. At dawn, Matt hears him scamper back into the woods. When Matt finally reached his car, he wept tears of joy. He considered calling the police, but what would he tell them? The man committed no crime. He was just terrifying. But Matt knew, somewhere in the wilds of Washington state, there was a strange man who had hunted him across rugged terrain without a flashlight or any other gear at all.
And the only words he ever spoke were, "Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?"